Crows is one of Van Gogh's most famous paintings. He did want his wheat fields under stormy skies to express sadness, extreme loneliness, but at the same time, he wanted to show what he considered healthy and fortifying about the countryside. Van Gogh used powerful color combinations in this painting. The blue sky contrasts with the yellow-orange wheat, while the red of the path is intensified by the green bands of grass. Wheatfield with Crows is one of Van Gogh's most famous paintings. He did want his wheat fields under stormy skies to express sadness. Van Gogh painted this walled field from his hospital room. The reaper labors in the heat of the sun. The wheat, painted with thick gobs of yellow, undulates around him. For Van Gogh, wheat was a symbol of the eternal cycle of nature and the transience of life, while the reaper is considered as the image of death. Humanity would be the wheat being reaped. Van Gogh painted this walled field from his hospital room. The reaper Van Gogh Large blossom branches against the blue sky were one of Van Gogh's favorite subjects. Almond trees flower early in the spring, making them a symbol of new life. Van Gogh borrowed the subject, the bold outlines, and the positioning of the tree in the picture plane from Japanese printmaking. Large blossom branches against the blue sky were one of Van Gogh's favorite subjects. Almond trees Self-portrait as Self-portrait as a painter was the last work Van Gogh produced in Paris. The city had exhausted him, both mentally and physically. Van Gogh presented himself in this self-portrait as a painter, holding a palette and the paintbrushes behind his easel. The palette contains the complementary color pairs red and green, yellow and purple, and blue and orange, and he laid these pairs down side by side to intensify one another, the blue of his smock and the orange-red of his beard. Self-portrait as a painter was the last work Van Gogh. Van Gogh made this landscape in the fields near Auvers, with a view of the local castle. The painting seems somewhat like a panorama because of its wide format. He rendered the tangled black branches of the pear trees with a flurry of black brushstrokes. This reinforces the contrast between the dark trees and the luminous yellow sky. Van Gogh made this landscape in the fields near Auvers. In May 1887, Van Gogh began working on a series of 30 river scenes and landscapes along the Seine in Paris. He painted the bridge at Courbevoie in a single session, focusing on the reflections in the water. Van Gogh used dashes of paint in all sorts of colors, side by side and sometimes layered. This was his own free variation on pointillism. Pointillism is mainly small dots of color. In May 1887, Van Gogh began working on a In May 1887,